Hi everyone, I'm Jenna with Brown Dog Craft Company. I'm coming to you live from Hudson, Wisconsin. Today is Thursday, July 25th, 2024. We are here today for the July Let's Craft card class. So the Let's Craft card class features 3 different cards using 3 different stamp sets. So tonight we are using Fields in Bloom, Hearts and Hugs, and Charming Duck Pond, which is from the Lily Pond Lane suite, all from the new annual catalog. And how class works is it's always free to watch on YouTube here. If you want to get a card kit in the mail to craft along with me or later when you watch on replay, the cost would be $22 for this class. So you get all of the pre-cut cardstock, the bases, the mats, most of the die cut pieces if something needs to be die cut, not everything but most of it, paper for stamping, bows, embellishments, all of that. You just need to add your own stamps and dies. So every time you take a class with me, you always get a step-by-step written instructions, and the PDF for tonight's class is already uploaded into my online store, so you can find me at browndogcraftcompany.com. And the PDFs are always available for individual purchase as well. Okay, so if you don't want to buy the whole card kit, you want to use your own supplies, you can purchase the step-by-step instructions. So if you're joining live, say hello in the chat and let me know where you're joining from. Hi Karen, hi Nancy Sue, you're here. So let me know where you're joining from. Today was supposed to be the Charming Duck Pond monthly subscription class. However, I had to switch up the classes. So, thanks Karen. So how Stampin' Up! Wants demonstrators to order product is they want us to only order product from Stampin' Up! That has already been purchased. So let's say I have, oh, hi.
Do you have any paper towels?
Yeah, you need some paper towels?
Uh-huh.
You trying to clean up your spill?
Oh, no, I spilled, over here.
Oh, okay, close the door, please. Sorry. That's my youngest, and it's summer, so this is just how it goes in summer. Okay, so how Stampin' Up! Wants us to purchase things is they only want us to purchase what we've already sold, so and not hold a lot in inventory. So we use a specific ribbon for the Charming Duck Pond class. It's this one, the black and vanilla check ribbon. And so I ordered exactly what I needed for class. I ordered the exact number. Oh, thank you for bringing me my water. You're such a good helper. Can you close the door, please? I ordered exactly what I needed for class, and when my box arrived, not all the ribbon was in there. So I shipped out some of the kits that I had the ribbon for, but the majority of them I didn't have the ribbon for. So that's why I switched the class. I switched it with this class. I think that was supposed to be, I think I just flip-flopped the two, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. So those card classes will be shipped as soon as I get that ribbon and can put it in the package and ship them off to you. So the card kits for the monthly subscription class featuring Charming Duck Pond are coming. They're on their way. So otherwise, the rest of the kits for July have been shipped out, with a couple of exceptions for a couple that just signed up. But and then I have a couple past classes I owe a couple of you. And then I will be in full mode for prepping for Summer Stamp Camp, which is next Saturday if you're in person. So I have a lot of kits to put together for that, and that's really exciting. So, okay, let's flip the camera. I'll show you the what we need today. And let's go over the ink colors here. Okay, so for ink, this is what we're using today. And usually I'm pretty good about getting them all, but sometimes we add in an ink or two later. Okay, so Summer Splash, Balmy Blue, Basic Gray, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Pretty in Pink, and Peach Pie. And you'll also need your Versamark and your black Memento, or whatever you use for alcohol marker coloring. So these are the cards we're making. They're really cute, and I like them all. Okay, so I think we will just get into whichever card I have on top. So when you get a card kit, everything's in an envelope for you, including your embellishments. So when you get your card kit, be careful when you dump things out of the envelope that you don't lose your itsy bitsy sequins or whatever it is we're using, you know, pearls or whatnot. So, okay, so let's work on the Charming Duck Pond. I didn't even pull the stamp sets. Oh, and it's not even over here. It's over here. Let's do Charming Duck Pond. Let's work on that first. Okay, so this is what the stamp set looks like. It's super cute. It's 2-step stamping. And this is what the monthly subscription class for July features. It features this whole suite. Okay, it's really cute. Okay, so what you're going to get in your card kit is a piece of DSP. The DSP is 6x6 for this suite. And I will show you how to cut it so that we can get these little, the mama and her baby ducks all in the center of the die cut. Okay, so when you open your card kit, this is how they come, by the way. This one has a craft envelope. When you open your card kit, everything will be inside there. Okay, and here's what we're going to have for this class. We are going to have, this is a banner. Now I'm going to tell you this is not a new banner. It's really old. I have it on my sheet. I just have this magnetic sheet of banners, and I pull and I save banners from die sets that are retiring, with the exception of these two. These are from the Happy Little Things dies, but the rest of them are all retired. So this is the banner that I used. I think it's from like 4 or 5 years ago from a heart set, but I really like it because you can make it 3D. I know it's hard to see on camera, but there are these lines here that emboss it, and you can pop it up on your card. Okay, you're going to get 2 of these little strips of DSP. Okay, you are going to get 2 of these reeds in Granny Apple Green. You're going to get 3 lily pads in Pretty Peacock. You're going to have 2 flowers in white, and then you're going to have 3 of these dappled dots, adhesive back dappled dots, I think is what they're called. Now this white piece is for your mat, like the inside of your card, which is actually going to be the back. This, you're going to have 2 pieces. These are identical. Okay, they measure 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so they are a regular card. As you saw, I took it out of an envelope. It fits in a regular envelope. And it's scored at a 1/2 inch and 1 inch and 4 1/2 and 5, both of these. And then one of them, which is your front piece, you will have, it looks like this. It's been die cut with the, there's a die in the die set that cuts this out. Okay. Now, you should also have a small scrap of paper to stamp on, a small scrap of white, and I forgot to put it in the kit. So you will need to pull out a small scrap. Let me grab one. Okay, let me just grab a scrap here for stamping. Okay. All right, let's do our cutting first. So let's pull out our DSP and our trimmer, and let's cut our DSP. Okay, so the DSP is ultimately going to measure 3 3/8 inches wide by 4 1/4 inches tall. Okay, now if we just cut this willy-nilly wherever we wanted, we wouldn't, it would still be cute, but you wouldn't necessarily have these little mama ducks, or the mama duck and the baby ducks, coming through the center. Okay, so what you could do is you could just take this and draw a line around, you know, it's going to be here is where you're going to glue it. So you could draw lines with pencils, but I have measured specifically what we need to cut in order to get this section of the DSP into the little hole that we've created in the peach pie cardstock. Okay, so you're going to put your DSP in the correct orientation here. So it's going to be top to bottom looking at you. So this is, you know, the good side up. And here's how we're going to cut. Let me look at my notes so I don't do it right. Okay, so we're going to cut 1 1/4 inches off the left hand side. Okay, so we're going to take the left hand side, we're going to cut 1 1/4 inches off. So I'm lining this up at 1 1/4 inches. Cut 1 1/4 inches off the left. Okay, So this is excess. And then I'm going to cut this at 3 3/8 inches wide. So here is 3 3/8. That's how wide we want it to be. Okay. So now this is scrap. Okay. Then we're going to cut 3/4 of an inch off the top. So I'm going to flip it. This is the top. I'm going to cut 3/4 of an inch off. And then we're going to slide it over and make it 4 1/4 tall. So 4 1/4. So this is scrap. Okay. Hi, Christina. Everyone is good. Thank you. It's going to be really warm here, and we're all kind of looking forward to it because it hasn't been warm here all summer. Okay, so this is what's going to fit behind here. All right. Okay. So here we go, that little piece, and we've got our little duckies here. So let's do our burnishing. Mine has some incorrect score lines on it, and that's why I saved it for me, because yours would be scored correctly. So here's what we're going to do as far as scoring. This first score line here and this score line here, we're going to fold back like this. And I just fold both of them, to be honest, and make them nice and flexible. I fold both ways. Okay, so we'll fold both of these. Okay, and then again on this side. And we're going to do the same with our front piece. Okay, and I'm skipping that extra score line I had in there. Okay, so we have this. Okay. So this is our back here. Okay, and then we'll do the same with the front. So I'm going to be careful when I burnish these because the die has die cut over the score line. So just be careful when you're burnishing the front that you don't rip it. Okay. Now this is a particularly thick cardstock and it's a rather intricate die. So if you have little pieces of cardstock that are hanging on, I'll look and see if this one does. I don't know that it does. But if you have any little pieces of cardstock that are hanging on where they shouldn't be, in these like fine parts, just take your paper snips and trim it away. Okay. The die sometimes has a hard time with these really thick cardstocks and just the fact that it's such a fine die. Okay. All right, let's set this here. This is going to be folded here. Okay. All right, we'll train our paper. Okay, let's do some stamping. These are going to get glued here. So let's do some stamping on our back, and let's stamp our ducks and our sentiment. Okay. All right, so the sentiment I used peach pie, and I used You Make Me Happy. It is a lawn thin sentiment, and I can't find my Misty. Oh, here it is. I used my Misty for this, mostly because my in-color inks are pretty juicy. So I like to ink up really lightly if I can, and then stamp again if I need to. Okay, so I'm just doing You Make Me Happy right in the center there. Okay, and then I'm going to very lightly ink with my peach pie. And I can't even open it. There we go. Okay, You Make Me Happy. And I'm not adding a lot of ink, and I'm not going to press really hard either. Okay. Just that U didn't want to stamp. Okay. There we go. Okay, You Make Me Happy. And then the other parts that we're stamping, I think we'll stamp fine. So I'll pull the Misty aside and I'll pull out my blocks. Let's see. I'm going to leave out peach pie. And I'm going to pull in this piece. This is the white in your kit that measures 4, let's see, it's 3 1/4 wide by 4 tall. And this is going to go on the back. So this is the quote-unquote inside of your card. So the images that we're going to stamp with this are going to be these reeds. Those will be in green, granny apple green. And the top to the reeds here, that's going to be in peach pie. And have a lovely day, I'm going to do in pretty in pink. Okay, and then we'll do the ducks next. So let's see, have a lovely day. This I think needs a big block. And this can be on a little one. Okay. So when I do the reeds here in granny apple green, I'm going to stamp them off the bottom just a little bit. So it looks like they're growing out of, like it's growing out of the pond. So there's the first step. Now if you hold up these little reed toppers, you can see that they fill in over the empty spaces on the reed here. And I'm sorry, I have to get my head in the way to see where they go. Okay, so you see how they fill in there? It's really cute. And if you're not perfect, it's okay. Okay, and then have a lovely day in pretty in pink. Have a lovely day. Okay, isn't that cute? Okay, that's it for stamping in that color, and that's it for green. Now we're going to take our white scrap that I had you pull out, and we're going to stamp a mama duck and a baby duck. So I think this is the mama duck, right? The daddy duck, the male duck would have this with the green on top, I think. So I think this is the female duck, and I think this is what goes on her. So those are the 2 stamps for her. And then there's only one baby duck. And he is here and here. Oh, and then we need their legs. So here's baby duck legs. And I can't remember which legs this one needs. This one here. Okay. All right, so all of the legs will be in peach pie because they're orange. And I'm going to do mama duck outline. We're going to do the ducks in 2 layers of the basic gray. So we'll do the outline in 1st generation gray and the inside in 2nd generation gray. Okay, for both mama and baby. Okay, so here's the outline of mama duck. And then the outline of baby duck. Okay, and then they each have legs, and the mama duck does the leg and the beak, and you just line them up. They're easy to line up because they're photopolymer. I might have to catch the replay. Our internet is going in and out a lot tonight. Oh no, I hope it's not on my end. I hope it's not on my end, Christina. Okay, and then we'll do 2nd generation, which is for the insides of the ducks, which is where you ink up and stamp off and then stamp, and that will give you a lighter impression. I did not stamp that baby duck very well. I might try restamping him. I think I'm going to try stamping his inside layer first. See if that makes it easier to line up. Sorry, my head's gonna get in the way. No, that's not, that's a little better. That little baby duck is kind of hard to line up. Okay. Not on your end. It's been a problem all day for us here. Oh, I'm sorry, Christina. That's annoying when that happened. Especially when there's nothing you can do about it, right? Okay, I'm gonna grab the dies. Okay. That's the wrong die. Okay, I'm gonna go die cut this really quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I've been card kitting like crazy these past few days. Oh, thanks, Christina. I've been card kitting like crazy these past few days, so my die kit machine is not over here. It's in the other room. So, okay. Alright, I need serious hair here. Okay, let's do one other thing before we start assembling, and that's going to be these two little flowers. I'm going to take my light, pretty and pink marker and color just a little bit on those little parts, just to give this some color to it. I'll show you. Nothing fancy, just little lines. Okay. Okay, then I think we're ready to glue. And guess what, guys? I am going to try using a tape runner, except now I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. I'm going to try using a tape runner from time to time. I haven't used a tape runner in close to a decade, but so I've got the Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm going to give it a try. For really fine, intricate dies, I can't use this big glue. So I have to use a glue with a thinner tip on it when I'm gluing small things. But larger things, I can I'm going to try to use this. Oh, okay, so this is the back piece of this card. We're going to put, in just a few minutes you can, yes. Okay. Oh my goodness, I can't even get this to come out. I had a little helper using this, and now it's jammed. All right. So much for using tape runner today. Okay, honey, can you go sit down for a minute? You can show your card in just a minute. She wants to show you her card. So I'll when we're done making this card, she'll show you her card. Okay, so this is going to go right in the center. Okay, this will go on the back. This white panel will go right on the opposite of this, on the back.
Mama, are you making this card?
Yes, I am. Okay, have a lovely day. Okay, now we're gonna work on gluing these together. Let's take our front piece here. These little strips are gonna get glued right here on the outer edges. They measure about 1/2 inch by 4 1/4. They're not quite 1/2 inch. So those are gonna go right on the ends here. Okay, get those down. Okay, and now we're going to glue these two pieces together. And the only thing that we're going to glue are the ends here. Okay, let's get this reinforced the right way. So I'm going to take the front and bend it back. Hi, Sandy. And really give this a good burnishing. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're gonna teach the paper who's in charge. Okay, all right. And I'm gonna do the same with this one. I'm gonna fold on that second score line. I'm gonna fold forward and really burnish. Okay. All right, so this one will be like this. And this one will be like this. There we go. Okay, so the only two things that are getting glued together, this will get glue and this will get glue, and then it's gonna attach to here and here only. Okay, so those are the two pieces, and the card is 3-dimensional like this, and it folds flat to fit in your A2 envelope. Okay, so this part gets glue and this part gets glue. And we're gonna line it up. Okay, so just make sure you lined it up on the top and the bottom. Your liquid glue will give you a little bit of wiggle room there. Okay. All right, I like how that looks. Super cute. Okay. All right, now we can add our other pieces. Let's do the banner. So the banner, it has these little score lines, okay? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the score lines that are closest to the sentiment here on the inside, and you fold away from you. So that one folds away from you, okay? And this one folds away from you, okay? So you kind of have it like this with these little pieces sticking out, okay? And then on this second score line, there's one and there's one. I know they're hard to see. You fold those toward you, okay? And then we'll burnish. Again, tell the paper who's boss. So that way, and that way, and this way, and this way. Okay, so you make it look so easy. You know, Nancy, another way you could do this is you could just lay the back flat, lay the back panel flat, and put the glue on those two ends, you know, on the back. Okay, you look great. And then just lay this flat on top of it and line it up. It should line up perfectly, okay? Because each panel is the same. This one just has a die cut piece out of it. So that might be easier than, you know, finagling with, is it lined up here? Is it lined up here? But you can do it. I know you can. Okay, all right, this is gonna go up here. I don't think it needs any dimensional since it has dimensions. So I'm just gonna take and put a little bit of glue here and here. And I'm gonna make sure this doesn't stick above the top of the card. Here and here. Okay. Hold that down a little bit. Okay. Okay. All right. We're gonna add our reeds, our two little green reeds here. Okay, so I'm gonna put just a little bit of glue on the back, on the bottom. I'm not gonna put glue on the top. I think it's cute with these kind of flowing. So I'm gonna put this one about here. We're gonna cover this up with a flower. Okay, sorry, I think my head keeps getting in the way and it throws off the focus. Okay, and then I'm gonna also add this reed, and I'm just going to overlap it a little bit with the other one. They are identical, but if you kind of overlap them, it just makes it look more full. Okay, so just like that. Okay, now we're gonna do these lily pads. So you should have your 3 lily pads. I'm gonna put 2 right here. Okay, and 1 right here. They don't fit perfectly. And you can't put glue on the back of this one, but I thought it worked pretty well. Okay. None of them really seem to fit perfectly, so I just guessed on where I thought they should go. And that's where I put them. Okay. So one there. And one there. And then I'm going to put these little white flowers. I'm going to put one there and one here. One there. One here. And then we'll add our ducks. So the ducks I did use dimensionals on. I'm going to put a mini dimensional on the back of the baby duck here. And I'm going to be strategic about where I put my dimensionals on the mama duck. So the baby duck is going to be about here. Okay. Now we don't want any dimensionals on the mama duck where she's going to be up here. We just want dimensionals. We don't want it on her tail because we don't want anything past this little line. So I'm just going to put one dimensional actually on the card right there. So I'm going to take a regular dimensional. Oops, that's only the backer. I'm going to put it right there. And then I'm going to put my mama duck right over that. Okay. Stella. Best practice would be to put on your Stella before you put anything on your card, but I always forget. So I'm going to Stella these wreaths. I'm going to Stella the lily pads. Okay. All right. And then the last but not least would be our dappled dots. And you have 3 of them. Hi, Hildy. Okay, so you should have a big and 2 little. So I have a big orange. I'm going to put here. And a little orange. You guys, my nails are so long right now, it's hard to do anything. I get them done this weekend, and I'm going to tell my nail person to make them short as possible. Makes it hard to craft when they're so long. Okay, guys, card 1. Oh, thanks, Jean. I can't remember, Jean, if you got this one. I think you did, but maybe not. Okay, isn't it adorable? I love how you can see the mama duck with the babies through there. Okay. All right, and it fits in your regular A2 envelope. Okay. All right. So that's card 1, guys. I love the ducks. They're so stinking cute. They're just adorable. All right, let me get this put back together, and I'm going to clean up these stamps since we're doing 3 different sets today. If I don't put them away now, I will never put them away. They'll sit out forever. And I have to clean up this space when we're done crafting today because I have to kit. Kit. Okay. All right, let's see here. Let's pull out our next. Let's do the Hearts and Hugs card next. I'm going to save what I think is probably the quickest one for last. And that's the Fields in Bloom one. Maybe that won't be the quickest. Maybe that'll be the longest. I don't know. Oh, thanks, Hildy. Oh, Jean says I didn't, and now I wish I did. Sorry, Jean. I'm sorry. You can. Just send me an email, okay, if you want it. Send me an email. I think I owe you the latte class. I think you're one of the people I owe a class to. A past class to. I have a list of all the people who ordered past classes, so I'm working on them diligently. You will get them, I promise. I promise. Okay, let's see. So, if you haven't gotten this stamp set yet, I believe the Sweet, I'm trying to think, is the sweet unorderable? Or were we waiting for the DSP to come back and now the DSP is back? So maybe you can order the whole suite again. But if you like this suite, this is what we're using for the monthly subscription class next week. And it is the cutest. We use, I think, every single stamp. I should have put this pin in. Now I didn't get it in. Yeah, we use every single stamp. So, okay, I have a little one who would like to show you all her card, if that's all right. Ro, you want to show him your card? Okay. Come here. Oh, this is the microwave plate. That has to stay in the microwave.
You can take it out.
No, it has to stay in there, though. I know you can take it out, but... Okay, come here. Ready? Okay. All right, say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, and now hold your stuff under here where my hand is. Whoops. What was that? This is where they can see. Okay, so tell them what you made.
There's a little square right here, and a little line in the paddle with orange and yellow, and I added little purple and yellow dots around it.
It looks beautiful.
And I used a paper that looks like this.
Oh, you did a great job. All right, I'm going to teach the rest of the class. Can you go up and find Daddy?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You did a great job. All right, she likes to sit down here during class and make cards over. She's got a little desk with supplies, and it's hilarious. Like, she'll get angry because her desk is super messy. And I'm like, well, you have to clean it up every once in a while if you want to be able to find your things. And she's like, well, that's not any fun. I'm like, I know, that's how we feel too. But sometimes cleaning makes you feel good, right? Love her choice of colors. She did pick good colors, didn't she? Yeah. She likes to make cards the most out of everyone. So, okay, this is the next card we're going to make. So pull out your card that has, I always want to call this color Calypso Coral. It is clearly not coral. It is Coastal Cabana. For some reason, that name just sticks in my head. Okay, so it's a Coastal Cabana card base. And inside, you're going to have this is the in color bordered ribbon. Okay. Oh, thanks, you guys. She apparently is shy when she talks to you, but she's not shy in real life. Like, she makes friends with total strangers. Like, I can't even bring her in the gas station when I go in because she makes friends with, like, the checkout people and has, like, full conversations. Like, Ro, we gotta go. We were here to get gas. We gotta go wherever we're going, girl. Like, quit your conversations. So, she takes after my mother. My mom could make friends with literally anyone, anywhere, at any time. So, I'm very surprised that she's shy when she comes to talk to you guys, especially because she can't actually see anyone who's here. Like, she's not really, like, I tell her she's talking to people, but she can't see you. So, okay, anyway, you're going to have 3 pearls. These are the basic pearls. You'll have 3 flowers in Pretty and Pink. You'll have 3 hearts. I have 4 for some reason. But you'll have 3 hearts from Melon Mambo. You'll have 2 of these stems in Summer Splash and Coastal Cabana. You're going to have a sentiment strip here from Pretty and Pink. We're going to stamp on that. This is from the die set. They have this banner. So that's from, I think I said this is Coastal Cabana, but I bet it's Pool Party, isn't it? No, it's Coastal Cabana. Oh, you know what? It's Coastal Cabana and Pool Party. So this is Coastal Cabana, right here. These 2 are Coastal Cabana. This is Pool Party, and this is Pool Party. In the PDF, I wrote Summer Splash, which would also look great together. Okay, this is a white for stamping. Here's a white for the inside, and then this is embossed with the, oh, it's not crochet. Is it crochet? The crochet embossing folder? It's not. I can't think of what it's called. But it's a 3D embossing folder. Okay? All right, so that's going to go on the front. It's actually going to go right on here like this. Okay. All right, let's get our stamping done. All I stamped on the inside. Here's the dies. Here's that lawn sentiment die. And it has these fun hearts too. Hi, Pat. I finally made it to your live. A little late, but I'm here. Yay, I'm glad you're here, Pat. Okay, so this is that little sentiment strip. Okay. Oops, that's not the right stamp set. Here we go. Here's the stamp set we're on. Okay, so we're going to use Sending a Big Hug, so it's there when you need it, and then this little hamster, and we're going to make the hamster hold Dashing Designs, Karen. That does... I'm going to go look it up. I've got it here. It's, yes, you're right, Karen. Dashing Designs, thank you. We're going to make it look like this hamster is holding the Sending a Big Hug. Okay, so all I stamped on the inside were these 3 little hearts. I stamped them in Melon Mambo on my original card, but I think I'm going to do Summer Splash on the new card. And all I did was stamp them. See which direction they go. I just stamped them right here in the corner. Okay, that's all I did on the inside of this one. Okay, I'm going to clean off the stamp, because why not? All right, then we need to stamp our little critter in our black. Where did I put it? The little hamster here in black on our scrap piece of paper. Oh, Christina says the Charming Duck Pond Suite is unavailable. It's available August 26th. It's the embellishments that are out. Okay, thanks for looking that up. The DSP was out, and that just came back in stock. And now the embellishments are out for about a month. But you can order everything else, just not the dappled dots. Oops, I literally put my thumb in that black ink. Okay, so I have my memento, and then we're going to pull out our Stampin' blends, and it's super quick coloring on this, like super quick. Okay, so that's all we need. I don't think we need memento at all anymore. Okay. Okay, and what else? We'll do our sentiments here in a little bit. We're going to use embossing powder with those. Okay, let's color this little guy in. So he's in Crumb Cake, Petal Pink, the Lifter, and then a black gel pen. So Petal Pink, light and dark. Oh, I pulled them out and put them somewhere. Where did I put them? Hold on, I moved them. Where did I move them to? Here we are. Okay, Petal Pink. Petal Pink, Crumb Cake, which is also over there, and the Color Lifter. Alright, so mainly what we're going to be using is Crumb Cake Light and Crumb Cake Dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with Crumb Cake Dark and color in his little head where I think it's going to be darker. So up here, okay, like that. That's where I'm going to put the dark. And then I'm going to blend out with the light. And I'm only coloring this little top portion. I'm not going past his nose or his eyes there. Okay. Now I'm going to come in and I colored the sides of his little body. So like down here. You don't have to worry too much about his arms because we're actually not going to see them. They're going to be covered by the sentiment that he's going to be holding. Okay, so I'm just getting some dark down here. And then we'll blend out a little bit with light. So I'm just doing like circular motions over what I already colored and out a little bit further. Okay. And then I'm going to soften this edge right here with the color lifter, which means I'm literally just going to go over that edge with circular motions and pull the color out. Now it's going to make your paper wet. Your paper will look like gray, and it's not actually coloring it gray. It's getting it wet with alcohol. Because this is just straight, I mean, I'm sure it's not just straight alcohol, but there's no color in here. There's no pigment. Okay. Now I'm going to take my Petal Pink light, and I'm going to do his nose, his ears, and some cutie little cheeks. Okay. So you see where it looks gray here? That will dry and it will be white. Okay. So just give it some time and it will turn white. Okay, I think we're ready to stamp now. And I'm going to stamp, we're going to stamp on our pool party piece and our white piece. I'm going to use the Misty. And we're going to stamp in white, in embossing ink, and heat emboss with white embossing powder. So, all right, this is going to get, so it's there when you need it. Did I pull those out? Oh, I have to pull out my sticky mat. Hold on. I've got a sticky mat in here that's really not all that sticky. And I have to pull it out. Okay. So this one's going to get, so it's there when you need it. So it's there when you need it. So I'm going to put that right here. And I'm going to use an anti-static powder tool all over this. Milo is dreaming right now. And he's like running in his sleep. All right, this is embossing ink. And I'm going to gently press. I don't want to smoosh out the letters. It does have a term when you smoosh out the letters. I can't remember what that term is. So instead of pressing hard and like smooshing out the letters, I just stamp like 4 or 5 times on these really fine sentiments here. Okay. All right, so there you can see it's stamped on there. And we're going to use white embossing powder. And I'm going to hold it with some tweezers here. Tap that off. Okay, and then I'm quickly going to stamp on this pink piece. I'm going to stamp so it's there when you need it. Nope, I'm going to stamp sending a big hug. And I'm going to put it down as close to the corner and the bottom as I can get because we're going to trim it out with our scissors. And oops, I need an anti-static. And I'm going to stamp this the same way, really lightly, and stamp it multiple times. Now, you'll notice I don't clean these before I put them away. When I stamp with embossing ink, it's actually really good for your stamps. It's like a conditioner, and it helps condition your stamps. So I just leave it on my stamps. It doesn't hurt your ink when you go to stamp with an ink. Like, it doesn't hurt your ink pad or anything. So I don't clean it after that. Maybe that's wrong, but it's what I do. Okay. So I'm going to turn on my heat tool and we will melt this. Okay, now they do take a couple seconds to set, so be careful that if you have excess embossing powder, be careful that you don't wipe it really quick. You will smear the embossing powder. It does happen. I have done it. Okay, we're going to trim this out. So I am literally going to trim this with my paper trimmer. You could also use your scissors as close as I can get to the letters without cutting the letters off. I'm going to trim a little bit off the bottom too. Okay, so what we get is this teeny little sentiment, and I've got some furries on there, some little fuzzies. Okay, so you just get this little sending a big hug. Okay, let's die cut our hamster. This would be really cute with the Fluffy Friends, no, the Fluffiest Friends stamp set too. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta die cut this. All right, so here's our cute little hamster. Isn't he cute? My niece had a hamster named Fluffy, and that's who I envisioned this to be, Fluffy. Okay, I'm gonna pull out my silicone craft sheet, and we're gonna do some assembling. So we're gonna take our pool party and coastal cabana, not calypso coral. So we're gonna glue, oh, you guys, look at, I am just not having good luck with glue. Okay, just gonna use this. We're gonna glue our little sentiment across here, and we're gonna glue either the hearts or the flowers to each of these. Okay, so I did the flowers on the pool party. And the hearts on the coastal cabana. And then this cute sentiment right here that he's holding. Okay, so here's how he's holding that cute little banner. Okay, all right, he's gonna get popped up. Okay, one other thing we need to do is glue the white banner behind the pool party, but it sticks out on both ends. So simple solution, have to find my paper simmers, my paper. We're gonna cut it in half, and we are going to glue one end on each end, just like this. So this will go, I'd say that's probably 1/4 of an inch of the white sticking out on the left there. And then I'm going to do the same on the right. Okay. All right. So then we have what looks like a double layer banner. And then that's going to have dimensionals. All right, I think we're ready to put the card together. Let's glue these pieces into our card. So here's our card base and pool party. And the white inside. And then the Coastal Cabana card front mat on the front. So this mat in particular, which is how I like to do my mats typically, is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I don't always do them that way. And then this would be 4 by 5 1/4. And I recommend using glue on anything that's embossed. It helps it adhere better over tape runner. Okay. And before we put our banner down right here, we are going to glue our flowers. So when we glue the flowers, the only thing that's going to get glue is the back of this, not the flowers. If you want to glue the flowers down, you can, but I only want to glue the bottom down. Personal preference, I guess. I'm going to put some glue on this one too. Okay, so they're going to go about here and here, and I'm going to kind of tuck this one around here. I'm going to tuck this little flower around that heart so it kind of looks like they're mixed together. Okay. See how I did that? I kind of tucked the flower around the heart there. And I'm only holding here because that's the only place the glue is. Okay. And then this will go right over in the center. Okay. This little guy, whoops, is going to go right here. And we're going to ground him. He's going to stand on the little ribbon. Okay, so he needs a glue dot. Little ribbon needs a glue dot. Trim up the tails here. And then we have to add our little pearls. Okay. So I have 3 pearls and I put them, you don't have to do this, but I put them on the centers of the flowers. Okay. And you could Stella like the hearts and the flowers if you wanted. Okay. All right, guys, that's card 2. Isn't he cute? He's adorable. I love that little hamster. Sending a big hug so it's there when you need it. So I guess this is probably an any occasion card, right? A just because card. Sending a big hug so it's there when you need it. All right. Let me put this one away. And on to the next. Okay, guys, last one. Now, this one seems the simplest to me. However, that doesn't always mean it's the easiest, right? Simple does not always equal easy. But I don't think it's too bad. Okay? Thanks, Christina. Okay, so here's the third card we're going to make. And this one uses the Fields in Bloom. It's a standalone stamp set, and they're layering. So this is layer 1 and layer 2. And then this is also layer 1 and layer 2. Okay, so we'll line it up. It's not as hard to line up as you think. Okay, so when you pull out this card kit, you're going to have a peach pie card base. You'll have this is the same as that summer, the same as the pink ribbon, just in peach pie. This little white sentiment is from Autumn Leaves from last fall. Oh, thanks, Karen. Okay. And it fits You Are Greatly Appreciated. Ooh, I did not put where You Are Greatly Appreciated is from. I always forget when I add. Let's see, is it in Everyday Greetings? You Are Greatly Appreciated. No. Does anyone know where You Are Greatly Appreciated is? Where did I get that from? I mean, we could get one of these to fit. We could do Congratulations. Or Thinking of You. I bet Thinking of You would fit. Should we do that? Let's do Thinking of You. Thinking of You. Will that fit? Oh no, that's much bigger than it looks. What's this one? Oh, that's Anniversary. Where's Congratulations? It's in here. Oh, it's also big. Alright, these are bigger because they're like at 70% or something. Alright, let me look and see where I got that from. Is it Wild Ferns, maybe? Yep, that's it. It's from Wild Ferns. Wild Ferns, You Are Greatly Appreciated. But you could do any sentiment. Here it is. Okay, so that'll be in basic gray. Okay, you're going to get some brushed brass butterflies. You'll get a card front mat in Garden Green, and then you're going to have 2 whites, one for the inside and one for the outside. Okay, so let's stamp our sentiment. So this is in basic gray, and this is You Are Greatly Appreciated. Okay. So that's going to go right in the center here. Okay. I'm glad that's stamped great. Okay, can put that stamp back. I haven't used this stamp set yet, besides for this. I should do a class on it. It's cute. Okay, and then we will stamp, let's stamp our inside. So pull out one of your white pieces. And then the inside we're going to do color layering. We're going to do, this is the like greenery. And then this is the flowers that go on top of it. And we're also going to be using this bird and the clouds. And we'll use these obviously on the front. So let's get blocks for these. So the inside, it's stamped in Second Generation, Garden Green, and Peach Pie. Okay. So Second Generation means you stamp off onto scrap paper and then stamp onto your card. So I'm going to take Garden Green, and I'm going to take these are the leaves, and these are going to go, I'd like to put them in the bottom left. So I'm going to ink up, stamp off. I have a piece of scratch paper over there, and stamp on. Okay, so it gives you a softer look. And then I'll do Peach Pie for the flowers here. Ink up, stamp off, and then, I'm sorry my head's going to get in the way, but otherwise I can't tell where these go. Okay. Oh, I pressed too hard. I'm going to try again on the other side. Don't push too hard. Gentle, soft. I push hard on everything. Ink blending, stamping, all of it. Well, then I didn't quite get the bottom, but I'll go for it. Okay. Maybe I'll try again. I might completely ruin it, but I'm going to try again. There. I did it. Okay. That's it for the inside. I didn't stamp anything else. Okay, so we've got these 2 pieces stamped. Now we're going to stamp our outside, and we need peach pie and garden green. So what I'm going to do is take the first one. This is the bottom, okay, and it's like the greenery. Okay, I'm going to put it on a block. We're going to try it with a block first. If it doesn't stamp well on a block, I'm going to pull out the Misty. Okay, so this is going to be garden green. This is all the leaves and grass, whatever's on the ground in this field. Okay, so let's give it a try. Now when I stamp this, I'm going to try to stamp a little bit below the bottom and to the left and the right of the card. Okay, so I did the size. I tried to size this piece of cardstock to be able to do that, so it gives you continuity. You don't have like a firm stopping point when you're stamping. All right, I'm not pushing too hard. Ooh, I think that stamped so good. That stamped so good. Okay, now when we do the peach pie one, it's gonna fill in all those gaps. Okay, so you could put this in your Misty and line it up that way. Maybe we'll try that and see how that goes. So I'm gonna put this not so sticky mat back in. No matter what I do, I can't get my mat to be sticky. It just doesn't want to be sticky for me. Oops, that's great. I still need that. Okay, so get this in the frame here. Okay, I'm going to put it about here, hold it down up here, and try to line this up now. And then this is going to be stamped in peach pie. And you know, my camera is slightly crooked, I noticed. I'm not really sure why. Oops. Yeah, no, this way. Okay, so you line it up, and basically wherever there is a white opening, that's where this stamp will go. It's going to stamp flowers now. Ugh, I got to reline it up because this moved. See how unsticky my sticky mat is? Literally, no matter what I do. I have washed it, done everything I can think of that the internet tells me to make it more sticky. It just doesn't work for me. So I still have to use the magnet. Oh, and it's still moving. Trying to line it up here. It needs to go up a little bit. All right, let's see how that looks. See, this is where I just want to pull out a block and call it good. All right, we'll try it. Okay, this is peach pie, but you could do this in any color combination. You could do this in purples, you could do it in blue, you could do it in red. I thought about doing it in poppy and have like this big poppy field. Okay. I think that is so cute. All right. I saw somebody do this on a slimline card, which is one of those tall cards. I thought that was really pretty too. All right, we have all of those in. Now we need to do our clouds, and the clouds are going to be in balmy blue. And they I already have them somewhere. Here they are. So there's only 3 clouds, but I'm going to stamp them a couple times to get more than one cloud image. So we'll do clouds up here that are sort of hanging off the edge, and then another set down here going this way. Okay. All right, so there's our little scene. Isn't that cute? I love it. Love it. And the last thing we're going to do is do a little bird, but I want to put my sentiment strip down first to see where I'm going to put the bird. Here we go. So the sentiment strip will go here, about there. And so I want the little bird to be here. And he's the basic gray bird. He's like a hummingbird, I think. Okay. right, all we have to do is assemble. So this, of course, gets dimensionals. Come on. My nails are so long. Okay. That gets dimensionals. Oh, I'm throwing things over here. And let's burnish our card base. Oh gosh. Okay. And let's glue. So we'll glue this down, and we'll glue this down, and then we'll glue this down. I'm going to put glue on everything at once. Okay. Oh my god, that's the bad side. I forgot I stamped that twice. Okay, so inside. And garden green. Who knew that garden green and peach pie went together, huh? I never would have put them together. Seam here. Make sure you put it right side up. Okay, this is gonna go here. I'll show you what I make my bows with. I make them with my bow maker. So bow makers are for sale. This is my bow maker. Mine is special. It's got some stuff in it. This is what most of them look like. So this is the bow maker. They're handmade. And they have these pegs. You put the pegs in here, and that's how you tie a bow. So I have an entire video showing you how to tie a bow with a bow maker. I do sell these. They're $19 plus $1 shipping, or free shipping if I ship them with another package that you already have going out. Okay, so those are the bow makers. I personally would not make bows if I didn't have a bow maker. I do not make bows properly. So, okay, then let's put our bow on here. This is the teeniest bow it makes. It's gonna go right here. And then I'm gonna cut the tails pretty short. Okay, and then we just need to add our butterflies. Butterflies, where are you? Here we go. So I'm going to put one in the flowers and one up here in the sentiment. I don't know if you have 2 or 3. I have 2 at the moment, but you might have 3. Okay. Oh, and you know what we forgot to do with our black gel pen on our critter is draw his little eyes. I'll show you. So this is a black gel pen, just from Amazon. Okay, card 3. And what I like to do, you see how he has cute little eyes? I like to color over his cute little eyes with black gel pen. Just be careful, it can smear. But to me, it really makes them, like, pop. Okay. All right, guys. What do you think? Which one's your favorite? You tell me. I'll tell you which one's my favorite. Let me get these all put away. Oops, where'd the third one go? Here it is. Okay. All right, which one's your favorite? 1, 2, or 3? Okay, and I'm gonna pull out, I'll show you the cards. Nancy Sue says, bow maker is a must-have. Yes, it is. It certainly is. I could not make a bow without it, and I'm not joking. I'm no good at making bows. I never have been. I see other people make bows just with ease, and I do not. I do not. Okay. All right. I'm going to be seeing, or you're going to be seeing a lot of me the next couple of days because we have all of our July classes coming up. So I'll pull up the schedule here, and we'll look at what's coming up here. We've got the Fun Fold class, which is Round We Go. We have the Bundle class, which is Country Woods and Country Flowers. We have the subscription class, which is Charming Duck Pond. Okay. Ooh. Vicki says the ducks are her favorites. Nancy Sue says number 2 is her favorite. That's this one. Jean says all of them. Cheryl says all cute, probably number 1. Yeah, the ducks are cute. The ducks are adorable. So I'm making, I'll make up the rest of those duck card kits and send those out here shortly. When your kit is shipped, you'll know you get a shipping notification via email, okay? All right. I'll show you quick what we have coming up. Let's talk about what we have coming up. I'm going to pull it up on YouTube, and we're going to look at it that way. Let me get my comments up here. Okay, so when you're on YouTube and you go to my channel, so you can search for Brown Dog Craft Company, and you can click here, and we can look here. Okay, so these are upcoming. So we're live right now. Next, in 2 days, is that Saturday? Today's Thursday? Yeah, today's Thursday. I don't even know what day it is. We'll have the Fun Fold card class featuring Ron We Go. That's where we make 3 cards, and they're fun folds. The fun fold in this is the these pinwheels. Okay, so these are the 3 cards for that class. Pat says they're all very cute. Her favorite is number 2, the Hearts and Hugs. Yeah, it's just such a cute stamp set. Okay, so this will be on Saturday. And I'm not entirely sure what time on Saturday. Right now, I think it's scheduled for the evening, which is just kind of my default. But I think we're probably going to do a morning class. So keep an eye on YouTube. You'll know what time it is because it'll be updated here. Okay. After that, on Sunday, again, same thing about the timing, will be the Country Woods Sweet card class. And that's 4 cards. This one's a fun fold. Okay, so it'll be... This cute. It's a real basic fun fold, but fun fold nonetheless. So this uses country flowers. And this one uses country flowers. Okay, and then this one is country birdhouse. So we make 4 cards. 2 with the birdhouse stamps and dies, and 2 with the flower stamps and dies. Okay. And then the last class that I have scheduled is the Charming Duck Pond monthly subscription class. And those cards are over, they're not here, they're over on my the other part of my desk. Okay, so let me get back into, well, here it is right here. Let me get back into here. Okay.
Mama.
Yes, Ro?
Do you know where iPad charger is?
I'll be up in just a few minutes, okay?
Okay. iPad's there.
Okay, I'll be up in a few minutes, okay? All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for you today. So thanks for spending your Thursday night with me, and I'll see you guys in 2 days, to be determined on the time, but probably like 11 or noon-ish. 11 maybe, Central, somewhere around there, okay? So we'll do that, and then once we're done with class, all the way through Tuesday, I think is when the last class is, I won't be live for a little bit because I'll be doing summer stamp camp. Okay, and then after summer stamp camp, I'll be kitting up the kits to go out for everyone who signed up online for the online version of summer stamp camp. And I have to design August cards also, or I get to design August cards also. So we'll have lots of classes. I think it's 5 classes in August. So that will be August. I can't remember if it's 4 or 5 classes in August. I might move, if it's 5, I might move one of them to September when the kids are in school. When life is calmer, right? So, okay. Oh, thanks Cheryl and Hildy. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you. I hope you have a great Friday. It's kind of fun having class on Thursday because Friday is the next day instead of it being Wednesday the next day, when we're normally live on Tuesday. So, okay, I will see you all in a couple days. Thanks. Let me know if you want to get a hold of me. You can find me on my website or at hello@browndogcraftcompany.com. Would you like to say goodbye?
Bye.
Oh, you guys want to see Milo? I can't leave without saying hi to Milo. Okay, Ro, you want to give Milo his snacks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, everyone ignore the mess. All right, call Milo over. Say come, Milo. Okay, you want to give him a snack? Okay. There's Milo. I almost left without giving you your cameo, Milo. All right, you want to give him his snacks? Hold him up so he can eat them from your hand. Like this, watch. Come here, Milo. Yeah, that works. Oh, good boy. Good boy. I'll give him another one. Good boy, Milo. Okay, one more. All right. Okay.
Bit me.
Oh, just a little, just to get a snack. All right, Milo. Good boy. We love you, Milo. All right. Now that's all, guys. All right. I'll see you in a couple days. Have a good one. Thanks, everybody. Say bye, Ro.
Bye.
Bye.